Good morning, guys. It is a little after 9 on the 27th? 26th. I don't even know what day it is. I believe it's 26th. No, it's 27th because my son has an appointment today. He's been real squawky, so he might, if I disappear for a minute and come back, that's why. I'm just trying to help him out. He might even sit with me and join me for a little while because sometimes babies just don't know what they want. So, and I don't really have time to figure that out right now. So today I'm doing another breakfast bong, as we'll call it. Got a bowl of, what is it, Special K with berry. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Miles. And I'm trying to incorporate at least a fruit or vegetable into each of my filmings. So I've got, I know it as Asian pear. When I bought them, they were, I mean, it's still Asia, but it said something about a large Korean pear. So whatever one is in your area, I definitely recommend them. I like pears, but sometimes the texture is not my favorite. Like, I like more of like an apple where they're like kind of crispy and crunchy. And Asian pears do that for me. Super juicy, not overly sweet. And the peel, you can take the time to take it off, but I don't. Figure it's more fiber. I wasn't sure what to think of these. I wasn't sure if they'd still be good because they've been in my fridge for a little while. But it's great. And just Mio today, no cold brew. I'm actually brewing my own. My birthday's coming up. And in the beginning of February, and my mom got me a cold brew setup so I can make it at home, because even though the one I buy is not very expensive, it's still cheaper to do it at home. And if you don't know what cold brew is, it's literally just coffee grounds and water left in your fridge for like a day. It's just the obnoxious part is filtering out the grounds after it's steeped. So she got me like one of those, like a glass pitcher and one of those reusable, like gold, or I don't know if it's gold or bronze plated coffee filters. And paper ones. There's a hummingbird that's like staring me down on my patio. I just refilled their hummingbird juice yesterday. So I don't know if he was like making sure I did, just giving me the eye. But he seems happy. I usually don't like it when my cereal gets like soggy. I like crunchy cereal. But this one, I do like to let it set for just a minute or two because then the berries get soft. My husband just texted me. I would show you Bronson again, but it looks like a bomb went off in my apartment. Even though we tackled the big pile of laundry that was in our rocking chair. So today my son has an appointment for his 6-month checkup. Which I'm very interested to see how much he weighs. Yes, you chunker monk. He's a chunky boy. But he's a healthy chunky boy. Another hummingbird arrived. I have 3 that visit me consistently. And it's kind of funny because they each kind of have their own little fake flower on the feeder that they prefer. And so my very first one, I'm sure a lot of people have watched Pocahontas, and named him Flit. I don't have names for the other 2. I was tempted to name one Miko, but that was like a raccoon, not even close to a bird. And there's the 3rd one. They won't all sit and eat at the same time. They kind of like poke at each other and stuff, so they kind of come in rotations. We'll just call him number 2. Number 2 takes the far left. Flit takes the far right, and the other one, he's the closer right side. So number 3 is here right now. The other night, it was funny because my husband, we had dinner, but we're getting ready to go to bed, and he's like, well, I'm still hungry, so are you going to eat this on your show? And he brought over the leftover pizza. He sounded bummed that yesterday I did not film a video, so I thought I'd for sure do one today. I kind of want to do like a Subway sandwich. When I lived in New York, I worked in a restaurant, managed a restaurant, and managers work the longest hours. After I got the promotion, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I was making more money serving and working less hours. But I knew it was a good opportunity to learn. So I took the cut and took the promotion. But where I was going with that story is the only thing that was really open by the time I got off was a 24-hour Subway. So I would leave work, go get a sandwich, and then most of the time I would take a bus to my apartment. Sometimes the actual subway, like the MTA subway, I would take. But I always seem to be off, like kind of in between train times. And especially in the summer, like waiting down in those like stinky, hot, sweaty subway platforms are not fun. And just before I moved, they actually installed a lot of the city bikes, so it was kind of like you paid $15 a month, I think it was. And then you could go to these different like docking stations and like take a bike. So when it was nice enough, I would bike from kind of the south side of Central Park, like up 10 blocks past north of the Central Park. But I figured it was a good way to get an exercise and also get home. Because walking took 3 times as long. At least. So sometimes I could bike back to the apartment before even a subway would come. So I have kind of like a weird spot, like of nostalgia with Subway. I don't even really know that many people that buy it all that often anymore. So maybe I'll do that here soon. Also, factoid, the toppings on the East Coast are different than the West Coast. The West Coast, you don't have the pickled peppers or whatever they are.